folks. Gonna get started in a minute here. Just getting some tea started and all that. Let's make sure the game's gonna be properly live here. Is it working? Okay. Just wanted to make sure because the start of the last stream apparently I messed up and left it on starting soon the whole time. Looks like we're good though. Alrighty, here we go. So we were up here. Guess we can go quickly delete a beetle. Or not, it's disappeared. It's a great bow one. We will hold off on that for a minute. So my plan here is to get to the capital, kill Morgott. I'm going to show you the exquisite cheese of the tree sentinel. We could do it the boring way. We could do it the all too exciting way. I think we're gonna go the boring way. Oh, that's right. And let's do one more thing. Just to make this a little more reliable, we're going to use an Ash of War that we obtained. That's right. Assassin's Gambit. Let's stick that on here. There we go. That help us sneak past. It's not required, but it'll do the trick. We could go also deal with Radon. Not sure if I want to tonight. I could do it tomorrow. I won't be streaming quite as much, but it is Labor Day. So I've got the time. The main point here is just to avoid the golems. I don't think you can summon Tragoth here if you've killed him. Unlike with Radon. Hopefully they'll leave me alone long enough. Oh, we could also go into the oh golly. I did not expect that. I did not expect that to one shot. Oh, but it ports us straight to our objective. So really, that's the fast way. Alright, let me get my tea started real fast. Okie dokie. Shall we then engage in some boring but perfectly acceptable for having tea way of dealing with the Draconic Tree Sentinel. Wait, we're not in the right spot. Unbelievable. That's where it sends you? Look, I'm a little stupid. I might be a little ignorant. But it looks like going through the left this way might be best. No, it comes to mind we could have just used the invis to get past the golems. We might quit out to deal with them, or we might just go down and not do the tree sentinel yet. I think we'll do it. I think we'll do it right now. Alright, so the range of his aggro is pretty big. Or not pretty big, it's pretty small. So we'll just make ourselves invisible here. Crouch. And just go through these trees. Usually, if you're not invis, right around here he'll start turning towards you, and you can just sit in the bushes and wait, and he'll turn away. We basically just want to get back here. And remember, poison mist, silent cast. Just make sure you got the allocation set, and we got 10 minutes to sit and chat. It's a perfect time to talk about general things, Souls related. Give the TED talk I've always wanted to do on why Bionicle is basically just played as Republic. It works. For real, this takes like maybe 7 or 8 poisonings, maybe more. It doesn't have a lot less health than the Draconic Tree Sentinel over in Fair Missoula, as far as I'm told. So it will be a hot minute, as you can kind of see with how slowly it goes. If you don't have the patience for this, just hit him with Rot Breath and run off. It'll do the same trick because of his limited aggro range. And you can come back to reset it, sneak up on him. It's a little risky, obviously, but it is considerably faster. We're not doing that here because, we're showing the lazy way, so to speak. Honestly, this is the more rigorous way in terms of time investment. But you can do something else while you're doing this. Flip through channels on your TV, watch a video, do dishes, so on and so forth. So, it's really up to you. You have to pay attention. It does it does about 10, or it does about 1,000 damage. Then you have to reset it. You will be hitting its upper threshold for poison resistance before the end, obviously, but that's still only like 2 casts, I think. So it's not that bad. Right. Even at the second tier, it only takes 1 cast. And if you've prepped plenty of blue juice, it shall be no issue. Yeah, I find the Tree Sentinel to be one of the more difficult bosses to beat fairly, or sort of head on. And lightning does a lot of damage, and you have poor resistances, among other reasons. I'm also just lazy. But, I've been making attempts on Millennia for hours. I've been doing Radagon, Elden Beast attempts, Placiduous Axe. I've tussled with the toughest at RL+0, and I'm not gonna do that for the Tree Sentinel. If you want to do a challenge, you can, right? I've said this before, but the challenge or an aspect of doing this is it's something you can enjoy and engage in as much as you like, just like with you can choose how much to engage with the disgusting aspects of twinking, right? You don't have to use all your flasks, even if you upgrade them all the way, or at least they don't have to all be red flasks. Alright, we've hit the threshold where you have to cast it twice. But we have 8 blue flasks, so we're fine. It's all optional. And it's only really at towards the end of the game that a lot of PvE skill is required. A decent amount of knowledge is required, right? You know, Souls games are all about knowledge. They're not about difficulty. As much as it's trumped up to be. You know, getting good just means getting used to the systems and then understanding what's actually happening. That's true for most video games, right? You know, there's stuff where execution is big. There's stuff where knowledge has to be immense, right? But you know, Dark Souls, Elden Ring, it's not that intense. I think that's something that a lot of invaders find frustrating about PvE players. You know, and I think it's part of the sort of the common saying, you know, get good, right? I mean, it's kind of a plea, really. I mean, when I first started playing Souls games, like slightly over a year ago, um, and I understood the get good ethos to mean, right, that it's an option, right, that every player has, if not a requirement, right? It's something you can do, and you probably have to do. But you know, it's not a negative statement in the sense of being exclusionary. I think it's inclusive. I think it says you can get good, therefore do it, and that will solve your problems in this game. And despite the fact that I'm showing how to take the most broken aspects of this game, and abusing all the busted things like status effects, summons, so on and so forth. I'm showing you know I'm showing you can use that to get very far without leveling much, leveling up or upgrading much at all. And it. I don't know where I'm going with this. I guess like I feel like everybody benefits when people are better at the game, right? I was invading on DS3 servers when they came back, and like I built some twinks on there for Fair and Watch Dogs. Going through Ring City and stuff, beat the Demon Princes, get all the +3 rings and stuff. Come back, and guess who the hosts are? That's right. They have the same gear, half the time, and a lot of these hardened old hands are way better at the game than I am. And that felt good as an invader. In a way that it doesn't feel good to come into Elden Ring and see a bunch of overleveled phantoms supporting a host that just sits in the back and does nothing but cast magic, right? When the host can come out and parry your ass into oblivion, that's some respect. You gotta put some respect on that, and I don't know, like I think the mutual respect and the mutual understanding of the game systems. I mean, it doesn't guarantee, it doesn't guarantee that everybody's a good sport, but I think it really helps. I think it helps the community. I mean, it's not all peachy. It's not all peachy on Dark Souls 3 PC servers. The other night, I was invading a pontiff, and I hear echoing across the land. Big thumps as every invader gets thrown 5 feet into the air, and a constant stream of very good from the other end of the big area. I finally make my way over there. There's some Shrek-looking guy, obviously hacking. I was pleased with myself when I managed to use the endure weapon skill to actually punch him down to 0, but then then he stopped taking damage and then started regenerating damage. It was like, okay, I see how it is. Kind of frustrating. You know, you think you outsmart the hacker, but he's outsmarted. You're outsmarting. We're over halfway on this thing. 2/3 of the way, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's a little ridiculous to try to have a conversation like this by myself with no one vigorously farting on this tree sentinel to avoid fighting him, to avoid fighting a boss in a Souls game. But we know. It's always been like this, right? Flame Lurker, Ancient Hero. I mean, that is like an intended mechanic. I haven't even played that game, but the reputation carries. Then you have Dark Souls 1. You can choose plenty of things. You can always spam arrows to kill dragons from far away. Not so much in this game. I think they made it so you can't do that here. At least as easily. Oh, I'll go grab my tea. It's been steeping for like 10 minutes. I guess my point is, although this is all cheesy and it's about removing the challenge from the game, I enjoy that because the challenge is finding out exactly how to do so. Within sort of the challenge limits of remaining at level 10 or below and without upgrading equipment, right? This is, in a certain sense, a challenge run. And I always find that interesting. I like watching challenge runs. I've done some soul level 1 challenges. Gives you a deep appreciation for vigor, for flat buffs. All the fundamental things, so to speak, in this game. Mechanics. Vigor never feels as exciting to level as after you've not been able to level anything up for an entire game and you're struggling with one shots towards the end. And to the people who say, everything in the late game one shots, there's too much damage. It's like, well, yeah, there's a lot of damage, but honestly, I can get suplexed by Godfrey and survive without even having Crab on. So I don't know. Right. Put some defensive talismans on. Learn about the mechanics of the game. Get good, right? Get good. No, you don't have to, right? You can still beat the game. You know, you can still have fun. But don't you think it'll be rewarding to understand how defense works and then apply that? I remember Dark Souls 2 is the first one I played like last summer, and I open up the character screen and I see this, you know, dense list of numbers I have no idea how to understand. It's like fire bonus, poison bonus, you know, what the heck's going on here? And fell into the trap of not leveling vigor because I saw, you know, oh, you know, other things level vigor too, and I don't gain all that much from leveling vigor. What a useless stat. You know. We all start stupid, right? We all start ignorant. We don't know mechanics. We spam rolls. We roll early or late. We put the wrong infusions on. And I guess, like, we shouldn't be harsh on people who are just learning these things. But I don't think saying get good should be interpreted as harshness. I think it should be understood as telling people, look, you know, there's a path, a very rewarding path, and we want you to go along that path. Anyway, so that's the Draconic Tree Sentinel. We'll give him a nice big, yeah, nice wet one. Congratulations, folks. We're in the capital. The hardest part was listening to me talking inanely for, what was that, like 10 minutes, 15 minutes? Yeah, so seriously, like, if you don't have patience for that, use raw breath and run away. It'll be a little bit faster. We're actually gonna make our way downtown and talk to Bogart there. Not only is he close, but once we get down there, we can also go open up the hero's grave and the catacombs. We're not going to explore them yet. It could be a pain, but you know, it's got some fancy gear for cosplaying. Not exactly poison efficient or anything, so we're not going to wear any of that. But it's out there. It's an option. We won't mess with the bears. We could do... okay, let's go around the outside here. We could do the hero's tomb first, but I like to do this grace first. Because you don't have to take the elevator. It's a quick turnaround. I mean, we have to take the elevator eventually, so maybe it doesn't make that much of a difference. Just in case, we'll put some crap on. I don't think we're in danger as long as we don't anger Mama Bear. But let's not find out. Yeah. What a place to put a tomb, just right here in the wall. In a nook in the outer wall. Or actually, this is the inner wall. Ah, hot tea really hits the spot. We're rapidly entering the territory in which a Uchigatana is no longer adequate for what we need to do. In fact, within the capital, I don't think we're going to end up using it. Oh, since we are faith build, I almost never do get these things, but I just realized we're a faith build. We can use the golden epitaph. Right. This is the exciting thing about doing all these different varieties, these flavors of level runs. Let's just get to pull out random weapons that we wouldn't otherwise use and try them out. They're not optimal half the time, but you know, we have a reason to use them now. So it's a 3.5 weight. It's got a base AR of 190, almost 200 on a straight sword. That's actually, you know, it's not insane. It's all right. Of course, we can do this and boost the damage by 30, so we get to 218 with the inherent buff. It's the longsword moveset. You know, I don't hate it. And it's kind of swag. I mean, having a sword with a church on it, I think tip looks kind of like a monstrance. You know, that's it's pretty dope. Let's see if we can't get some apparel for that. We could go farm my favorite armor set in a minute. We're not gonna do it right now. But let's get ourselves equipped for the situation that is going to arrive. Bloodhound Claws. Let's get that on here. You can always come back in here to clear the tomb later. It's not so hard. And we'll boost up our armor a bit. There we go. Remember, fashion is still an important part of runs. Never neglect that. Okay. Right now I consider myself to be looking kind of goofy. Honestly, the knight armor still is probably the optimal chest piece, unless you want to wear veterans. And only because veterans is just the veterans chest piece. The chest pieces are always the most efficient, followed by the legs, right? It's the heavier the set is, the greater potential it has for poise efficiency, as well as resistances, honestly. Okay. So with that done, we shall enter the capital. I did a bunch of calculations on the poise to weight ratios, and far and away veterans wins every category, with maybe the exception of situations involving the Hierodas Glintstone Crown, if it boosts your equip load enough, because it weighs almost nothing and gives you a slight amount of poise. That said, there's a lot of stuff that's in a category of like decent, worth wearing. For chest armors, I think it's like around 1.7 poise per unit of weight. For legs, I think it's like 1.6 or 1.5. It gets really low for gauntlets, and it's not great for helmets either. It's like 1.3 or 4. Which makes all the helmets that give you back endurance as their bonus stat really, really efficient, comparatively speaking. Unfortunately, Capital Skip has been patched, so we're not going to use that. But we have business over there anyway, so it's not a loss. Let's go. Oh, we should have swapped back to. Should have swapped back to more health pots. Also, apparently there's a skip over here somewhere. I don't look here. I'm gonna go this way to ignore the big boy. Let's get our piece out. Oh. immediately punished for not paying attention. Yeah, perfumes go down in 2. This is why I have the Misericord. Never forget, Misericord, best PvE weapon. And infused with one of the red mins. And around here somewhere, I think 1 floor up maybe, we have a... Well, we have the... unmentionables, and then I think we must have missed it in the last room. There's somewhere around here, there's a perfumer's bottle, and we will be wanting to get those. Definitely want to get all of those before we burn down the capital. There it is. See? Yeah. So make sure to grab that. Our goal is going to be to get over to the lift. We can always sneak behind the knight. Where's the lift? Over that ways. Those dogs worry me. Let's just sprint. Okay, this opens out onto the... Okay, yeah, we're gonna ignore that. Thank you very much. We're gonna take care of that later. I will say, I am glad that the dogs no longer teleport. Because I was not fond of that in Dark Souls 3. And now they have ceased teleporting. So, you know, huzzah. We are saved. Apologies for being audibly delighted. With my big old mug of jasmine. Oh, look, box here. Alright, bye Melina. We didn't talk at all this run. But the only lore we care about is the fact that Night Set has the same poise efficiency as Fingerprint, which means Fike spot his set from Twin Husks. I'm sure that's totally what it means. And also the Mausoleum Surcoat for some reason, because, I don't know, some kind of lore implication. Yeah, well, we'll leave that one to Vadi. But yeah, they're all really solid. That's why I mention it. They're all really solid. They're nice and light. They give a normal amount of poise, and along with the Bullgoats, Knight's Gauntlets or similar, and a headpiece with like a decent amount of poise, and then you put on the Bullgoats talisman with that, you will hit 71 pretty reliably, which is enough to we'll get that later. That's going to be enough to 80% infinite poise with a greatsword, or so I'm told, and do like hyper armor DS3 style trades with straight swords, one-handed straight swords, one-handed katanas. And with a greatsword, you might even be able to actually, you know, trade when you poise trade, which has been a thorny issue with using weapons sometimes, because you just can't trade. That was always kind of nice in Dark Souls 3. I guess it's like the difference between, because like one hit to one hit trades are not as good as one hit to two hit trades, you know, by definition. But also just like the AR is not that different between different weapon classes. It can differ very much between different weapons, of course. But between like the top of one weapon class and bottom of another. Just, you know, depending on your setup, your infusions, all that kind of jazz. Not always a huge difference. Okay, we can go up. Spooky. We gotta watch out for these Lanedale archers, these Great Bow archers. They are spooky. We did survive that, which implies to me that a lot of that damage was physical. Pick up some gravel stones one time. I think they can be farmed from like Fair Missoula mages or something. I've never bothered trying out. It's kind of obnoxious that some items are relatively easy to farm, some are really hard to farm, and the fact that you have to farm some items but not others on, you know, relatively equivalent power level equipment, items, consumables. Ooh. So grab the grace. This is why we shoot crab, by the way. That's like 20%. You know, I guess that's lightning, so the bulk greaves are putting in their work, but like for real, absorptions, resistances, they all matter. We have a seat up there, and we can momentarily go slaughter Godfrey if I don't act like a knob and forget to swap my flasks. But since we're here, we might as well just cheese. Oh, and we can go get the sacred whetstone as well. I think this is a non-lethal drop. Not gonna risk it. Yeah, avoid the dogs. Make sure to pull the lever here. The gravelstone seal. We can go grab it later. I want to grab the grace first. That was scary. Yeah, the gravelstone seal. Scales with like strength. Does it scale with strength? No, maybe that's just for physical attack. But boost dragon cult incantations. So like Hold Lightning. If we want to be that guy, if we want to play Zeus, we can do a cosplay. It's an option. For doing that, we will want... Oh, we want blood flies if we want to kill that knight, though. Not to worry. Oh, and we can get... See, there's a myriad of lovely, lovely treasures in this area. Get the Stormhawk Axe here without killing Nepheli. Obviously, if you're doing like a Limgrave locked, you had to choose between... Well, choose between a loose interpretation of the rules or killing Nepheli and foregoing the Arsenal Charm, which means foregoing certain poise breakpoints. It is what it is. But now we have it. We will have to two-hand this thing, unless we want to wear a talisman. Where is it? There it is. But yeah, 15 dex, just enough, right? Or, yeah, just enough. Which is really nice. Not having to wear headgear for the Stormhawk Axe. Very comfortable. It's a little bit on the bullying side if you use it against unaware hosts, but, you know, against over-leveled phantoms, that potentially with an Alexander Shard, potentially with a little bit of you deserve this. Ring. Blessed Dew Talisman. I haven't really bothered using it. Oh, wait, there's a... I don't think this takes us anywhere relevant, though. Takes us to the Divine Tower, and we can't get in, I think. Yeah, we can't get in. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Oh, let's just port back. Let's go from the rampart again. We'll drop down into the courtyard, get the whetstone. Before we swap our flasks over, I think we'll kill the gargoyle. And then we can go kill Godfrey and max out our talisman slots. Now, the big thing about the golem, as everybody knows, is it can't be... Yeah, we'll just do the golem first. So the big thing about the golem, right, is that it cannot be killed with status effects. Right, the status effects do not affect the golem. Fortunately for us, percent health damage is not a status effect, and the reduced health from things like Blade of Death are also do not count. Not flasks. We're going to change the Wondrous Physic back to Faith, just so we can use the Gladstone Seal, which will have a slightly higher arcane scaling. Sorry, not arcane, slightly higher incantation scaling. We could just spam Black Flame. Because this gargoyle has a horde weakness to being stuck on the tree root. Let's see, entice it on over. Should have waited for it to get stuck. The only moves we really have to be afraid of are when it does the vacuum slice attack. We can just keep spamming fully charged Black Flames. Oh, right, and also those attacks are dangerous. Maybe I should go get the Ritual Shield Talisman first. The constant dodging is a bit obnoxious. But I think we have enough. You can also use the Blade of Death if you have that. The Assassins, or the Black Knife, I mean. Being surprisingly uncooperative with all these dodges. I wonder if it's something about my positioning. Hard to say. Can't really complain all that much. Look how much we've carved him down, right? The base damage is being boosted 10%. Does like 200. You get another 150 from the burn. The percent health damage is pretty good. Remember, although it takes about 2 seconds to cast anyhow, fully charging is not just FP efficient because you're increasing the damage, but because you're not stacking the Black Flame. Right? The duration extends, but it doesn't stack the damage, so might as well wait until the burning is finished each time. Easy peasy. Give this us a halberd. We're gonna be killing all the gargoyles in this run because we want the black gargoyle weapons. We can't use all of them without physics. We can use some of them. That's really all we're asking for. Let's sneak on past this duelist in a second. Is there anybody over here? Not right now. Suppose we could just sprint past. Sekiro style. We can farm these guys for their swag. But what we're here for is the Ritual Shield Talisman, because this thing is a beast. It prevents you from dying in one hit. 2 hits, you know, you're out of luck. But 1 hit, you can put on the Godric Great Rune, Rune Arc up, pop on the Ritual Shield Talisman and some other stuff. Survive the Godfrey Suplex. The legendary Randy Orton. So, yeah. That's what I'm saying. You know, if you don't want to get one shot, you know, put on those defensive buffs. You don't need faith. Just need to be intelligent about your talisman slots. And it shall work out for you. Right? There's something else over here. Yeah. Okay, that's the important item that we're going to equip on pretty much immediately, because we don't need anything goofy for the Godfrey fight. But we will go into the 45-man second floor, get our stuff. There's precious few things that we're going to actively want to Sacred Infuse with something that isn't a Sacred Infusion Ash anyhow. It's kind of depressing to think about. It is what it is. Right? We'll get the seed here. Wary up down. Just take the tree root. How about that? Actually, no, I feel like a rapid descent might do us good. And we're already here. We're going this way. There's a lot of tree sentinels. Or not tree sentinels, guardians. Alright, if we stack these buffs, we shall be good. We lose Blackfire, but we don't need Blackfire for Godfrey. Oh, no, we don't. We don't need summons either. We could use a summon. I think we will pull out the summon, but we don't need it. Such things are necessary. Alright, Sanctify Whip Blade and Hammer acquired. Don't fall down. Let's get the Coated Sword, because we can do that with the Two Fingers Talisman. I don't think it's actually all that great. Alas. It's nice and lightweight, so it has that advantage. But its actual AR is pretty low. The upside being all of it is buffed with the proper physic, and it is buffable with what's like shared order. And the Coated Sword itself is light, so if you're doing a power stance straight sword, that's really nice, especially when we're so tight on weight. So it's not like I'm not looking forward to using this weapon. Weapon art might come in clutch once in a while as well. But yeah, it's not the stat stick to beat someone over the head with that you might think it is, or that I might wish it was. It is merely all right. There's another secret curse here, isn't there? I don't know. I guess I didn't have to go pick up the other one. We never complete the Dung Eater quest line because we're not horrible, and also because Dung Eater's better used as a puppet. But there you go. That's Seabait Curse if we hadn't grabbed one before. We could get started on that quest line today, possibly. So we will go once again to the rampart. Let's allocate our flasks and then challenge Godfrey. Okay. So flasks. Oh, and we can add a charge. We are very close. Allocate flask charges. We'll do like that. I think that should be enough. Maybe we'll err on the side of conservatism. Actually, we have enough rooms that if we pop a 400 or 200s, we can go buy the Curing Filigree Crest. And if we have that in our inventory, we won't have to worry about not having enough FP allocated, because it'll give us like virtual 25% more FP. It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite talisman. Cerulean talisman is better in most circumstances. But it's, you can buy it here for 5,000 souls runes. So instead of having to go to the dungeon, right through a bunch of country, it's slightly faster. Hopefully it won't bite us in the back. But yeah, I think Godfrey staggers in like 2. Maybe it's 3. Regardless, we'll kill him that way. Do we want to summon the knight? We don't need Faith Knot, so we might as well go Cerulean and Opaline. Yeah. No Dung Eater. We don't need to get Dung Eater for this fight. We honestly do not need summons. Genuinely do not need summons. They're just here to help, if we so desire. But you're not allowed to complain about this fight needing summons. It's easy. It's a super easy boss fight. Let me go die to it a couple times in rapid succession. Because I have that right, okay? Can't take that away from me. We will not be using tree spears on this character because they require dex investment, 2 points. Which means we'll be wearing the Okina mask, and I do not like the look of the Okina mask. I think it's ugly. You think it's ugly. We all know it's ugly. Look at that damage. Look at that damage. For what? Look at that damage. Well, there's our first death. What did we do wrong there? The answer may be a lot of things. Probably we should just not fiddle around with a summon. We'll just go in honest like so. We have to jump. Oh, we still have the shield. Nice. I'm forgetting how this boss works. Get him while he's walking up. I'm rusty. It's the only explanation. But, once again, let me die as often as we please. I can't believe I tried to do this with... I had to learn this fight with the katana. And it was a lot harder than this. She keep me. Crap. Let's make some distance. Look how late you can jump that. That's insane. Just gotta get that rhythm. And you gotta sort of drag them along the room. We got one pot left, so we gotta make it count. Half pot, I mean. I'm gonna loop there. See? It's just that easy. Stay with me, folks. Elden Ring is easy game. We got a new talisman slot to play with. Alright, could do it like this. This might be our configuration for PvE for now. We might swap out 2 fingers talisman or something occasionally, but this should carry us pretty far. I think this is what we'll be doing for Morgott. We don't really need that. We always swap this to a heavier, perhaps. Comments. Yeah, but this is all we need for Morgott, honestly. Once again, we might do the summon. We might not even bother messing around with the summon. And I'm forgetting how this map goes. Yeah, Godfrey is like the most DS3 of the bosses in this game, in that is weak to circling. He's got really predictable chains, or like very consistent chains. He does do a little bit of like punishment, but it's very Dark Souls 3 in that it doesn't feel at all. It feels very like telegraphed and consistent. It's very easy to figure out how your actions change his. I think like it's not that the other bosses aren't consistent, but Godfrey is like the easiest to read, the most like how we're trained to think already. Here is another faith-based weapon that we can use for like no reason. I think we have enough decks for it. We can always swap out the short bow for this. Here we have the decks. 12 decks requirement, 14 faith. Yeah. I mean, it's not great, you know. It has more damage, but it's split. But it's thematic. Haha! It receives holy damage boosts, and we're doing a holy character. So I guess we have a new tool for farming the bird. Yeah. Let's take this Principia. We'll give it to Corwin. We'll tell Corwin where Gold Mask is. We'll do it after we grab the next grace. Take the next grace. I wish we had the Assassin Salesman on, but that would involve killing the Godskin Apostle, which we can do, but you know, you might as well just +9 the Dung Eater first and not have to think about it. Hey, there's a Black Knife Assassin there, by the way. You want to know how to choose a Black Knife Assassin? Hint! I've done this in a previous video with a much more terrifying version. That's right. Hint, it's just the same as Godfrey and, you know, half the PV in this game. But the most hilarious part is you can go up on the bed and the assassin can do next to nothing about it. Look at this, look at this. Depression sets in. Never die to this assassin again, okay? Even blocks the Blade of Death. Literally, the sofa is more powerful than the Blade of Death. This is why these assassins get no more respect around these parts. Okay. So yeah, let's do the Corwin stuff because we could get to giants immediately, but I have all these runes and I don't feel like bird farming anytime soon. And we have to progress this quest anyway at some point, so might as well do it now. This is why this video is like 2 or 3 times as long as Elden Twinks, despite me not leveling at all. It's because I mess around doing side quests a bunch, and I die a bunch because I don't level vigor. This is what happens when you don't level vigor. Anyway, let's go give our buddy the Principia. We'll be having a fun time casting Law of Regression, won't we? Alright, we'll just go talk to him over there. Just teleport over the plateau. In an ironic twist, the highway remains the fastest way across, or the bridge, or whatever it is. It's like an aqueduct if it wasn't made for water. So, you know, a bridge. Okay, Cohen. I'm gonna have to give you a per book. But yeah. Oh, and if you notice, we've, 4 talisman slots is a big milestone for a Twink Invader. And we've made it all this way. We've been using summons, but we haven't really needed them. And you can see why, I hope, that they're not necessary. So, yeah, I hope you'll take that to heart. Right, so keep that in mind. We need Law of Aggression. Let's buy Red Gun's Rings. We're never going to cast that 31 int, 27 int. Yeah, good luck. We'll apply that on a... Can't even get that kind of int on a wizard, I think. No, we can. No, we can't. Not unless I change headgear. Or level up. The Noble Gold Mask. I think I have to exhaust the... Do I like to get them to move? So we'll do that right now. I think there's a mask down there. We can get it by going down the cliff that a ways. Shall we go assassinate someone else using poison mist, by the way? Shall we kill him? I feel like we should do it, just so people can see. Right? And because I kind of fancy another cup of tea. Right, so nobody knows. Right. It's the same old, same old. We'll let this percolate for a minute. I'll be back. Doing over in the streaming. It's been about an hour. We have a viewer. I don't know who it is. Maybe it's a bot. Never says anything in chat. Or you're just shy. Look, I don't want to be accusatory. But I figure if anybody's gonna watch this, it's gonna be as VODs or as an edited video. Since I goofed up recording, the edits are going to be pretty short, I think. There's a few of these points of interest, like the Draconic Tree Sentinel. Jeez. We could also just rob bet them, but you know it's a gavel mage. We don't want to mess around and find out. Let's see. So we've got that. They're gonna move over here and present us the puzzle. We could take the shortcut down here, get Barrier of Gold. I don't think we can cast it. Maybe we can. It's like 35 faith. We have 20 faith. We have 30 faith. I don't think we can get the 35 faith. We can get to 32 faith on Physic. How much is Barrier of Gold? I mean, honestly, for the value, you might as well use a Forge spell, right? But how much is Barrier of Gold? I'll grab it, and then in case we want to level this character up. Oh, it only requires 24 faith. Oh golly gee, yeah, we could do it off of Physic then, and make mages miserable. It's grand. I mean, it's not cheap. It's not cheap in terms of FP, and you have to have your Physic going, but still. Well, actually, you don't have to have your Physic going. You could swap on like a Source Seal, swap on Americas, hot swap it, and then cast the spell, and then take it off. And no price is too great to pay to make a mage suffer, right? Here's something to ruminate on for you people out there. Do you think it would be worse if there was a Vow of Silence effect? Or is it worse that we just have really powerful resistance spells like Barrier of Gold? Because with Barrier of Gold, you know, like if a mage sees that at mag, they instantly sever, right? Like they do not want to play against that. But imagine if you had Vow of Silence and they sound, or like an Ash of War version of that, and you couldn't use your Ashes of War. I feel like the Ashes of War version would be immensely hated by scrubs, but you know, it's conceptually the most fair because, like, every weapon should, you know, is a weapon with R1s and R2s, you know, before you have the L1 or L2, I mean, right? If you turn the L2 button off, it's like it's still a weapon. And I figure like the way mages feel is that everything they're doing is turned off, including their physical damage, because you know they got magic infusions, gold infusions on the weapons. Maybe that's true. Or maybe they just need to diversify a bit. I do rather miss the raw infusions. But you know, standard essentially plays the same part. And they have a bunch of flat buff effects, flat damage effects, so yeah. Clearly I'm not crying out here. I'm not raw infusing a broadsword to get my damage. That's not the kind of game we're playing. Anyway, the mage is dead. I said the mage is dead. That is a way to get +2 strength if you really wanted to. Kind of look goofy. Might as well wear Omen Smoke instead. That's right, we wanted to get like down here. Can you get down there? I think so. Alright, I have to loop around. Oh, and since no, let's what? Let's boys be ambitious. I'm gonna grab these while we're here. We don't need the twins. We don't need the twin blade. I don't like twin blades. We'll come back for it if we want it. Dookly dookly. Oh, we were out of FP because we went immediately from one thing to another. Okay, this away. Is it this away? Oh, there's a there's a spell there. Protection of the entry. Okay, we can't go down low this way. We've been bamboozled. We've gone the right way all along. Up we go. And around. Ignore the dogs. Dogs may ignore us. I just want the gold mask. I think it's down there, right? Well, maybe we were supposed to go under the bridge. Can we, I don't think we can make that fall. Ah. Let's see. In a moment of despair. There are rats. Screw that. We ain't dealing with no rats. Easy access. Oh, and the insect fell to death. Oh, hilarious. Okay. This should do the trick. And I think there's like a set of grace down here too. Might as well grab it. We're here. We might as well. If there isn't, I'll be sad. There it is. I guess we'll sit down. Oh, there's a spirit spring all along. This is where the grid stars is usually obtained, I think. I'm not doing that at the moment. Is it? I could have sworn it was around here somewhere. Maybe I'm wrong and stupid. The truth remains to be discovered. Well, maybe it's this. There you go, the radiant gold mask. Very shiny, very useless for our purposes. We are not investing in int. Okay, so we have a bunch of souls. Spent what we wanted to. I guess we could go release Dung Eater. For that, we'll buy a bunch of crab. Yeah, that's about right. Fastest way to crab. Unfortunately, it's not through here. I think it's still up here in the merchant. We could buy some more holy arrows while we're at it, I suppose, instead. Become an archer. Be a holy archer. That might be an interesting niche, because spells are bad. Oh, we got the golden arrows. Let's just buy a bunch of those. Yeah? Like 200. We'll buy. We'll max out on these. Just a funny little thing to do. Yeah? They should show their effectiveness, most with the chosen weapons. Alright, yeah, we'll release Dung Eater. And then we'll do the Ronnie quest line. Yeah, so we'll kill Morgott and then we'll do Ronnie stuff. Oogly doogly? Yeah. So first Morgott. Ronnie, the dog ear. What do we have? Let's make sure we are prepared. We do not need a summon, but we do need the shackle. It's not the shackle. We have to reset this because of that goof up. Do we want to bring him in just to goob around? Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. Although on the first round, we won't be able to really summon him conveniently. Oh, that's right. We have to have the right attire, right? Media load. Good to go. Equipment. I think it's about as well as we can desire. Crab up. Oob. In we go. Remember, because the first time the cutscene lands this guy right next to you. I think his 2 gets him down. Interrupt that. And then we'll shackle him again. I think we're about to hit phase 2. Oh, we goofed. Let's see, we were too close when the explosion happened, and that led to a bad series of events. But fortunately for us, we may die as often as we please. Remember? Yeah, that's pretty close. The reason I was preserving to second phase is because I have trouble dealing with the curse split slice. You're supposed to roll into it like really early, and I have trouble doing that. So what I like to do is wait until phase 2 when it's transforming to do rotten breath. So then I can just run away all of phase 2 and the rot damage will take care of everything. And as you saw, like phase 1, you don't need. You don't need the rot. Oh, like, remember, this guy's unupgraded. Okay? Oh gosh. He does have a lot of range though, so you gotta watch out for that, I guess. You have to remember that it's been months since I've done this fight at this level. Because I set up these characters like a long time ago. My other RL10 files. I could tell a little history on like the development of my methods. I used to use Frost a lot more. I used Icicle Spear a lot. That would require 3 quick hits on Morgott. It had the advantage of applying, frost damage, but it was a bit slower to knock him down. So it wasn't perfect by any means. With the blood build, I tried just using bleed on him, and it eventually worked. The trouble was, I really had to get because this is a curved sword. took like a million years. I'll give that. Okay, I think we're on the verge of phase 2. Maybe not. Okay. And here, how do we avoid Curse Blood Slice? Extreme range. Oh, I goofed that up. I'll take a few attempts. Get warmed up. Where was I going with this? I was saying something earlier. Yeah, I was trying to like bleed him out with scavengers plus blood incant, and it took forever. I tried to learn his movements, but I was too lazy, and I eventually got him with Dung Eater. And Dung Eater keeps up the bleed pressure, does a lot of damage, you know, very tanky. So, you know, it's an option to do that first. Don't feel like it though. So remember, we don't, in fact, let's not even use a summon. Let's not even use the summon. Right? Let's get good. For some definition of good. Oh. Okay, maybe we do want the summon. I don't know, guys. Maybe we'll do Amelia for the poison damage. Might get that. Might get some poison. You can see it's doable, but not when you're rusty. So we'll swap that out for Jellyfish. Change the Wondrous Physic from Cerulean to put some strength on there for more damage. Makes a small difference. Nothing. You can summon Melina for this fight, and sometimes they'll do the trick, especially if we got like Rotten Bleed both going on. All right, so let's get the poison going. Like so, right? You have time to help your summon out. Right, we're gonna repost this into FB regen into another knockdown. So that was a bit of a mess up. We got him poisoned, which is good. Alright, I think it's going to transform. Right. Keep a range. Alright, so this is how we can stack. Then we just stay away. Watch this, we just stay away. We just stay away. And if he does Curse Blood Slice, we pray. Right, but he's using range options right now. You can just choose to say no. It's also raining, which is not really fun for us. We might be... Okay. Oh, he went crazy. He went sicko mode. The one thing we didn't want to happen. I thought we had enough time to do it twice after Curse Blood Slice. Nope. But, you know, it's an iterative process. And, you know, this is kind of what happens when you're streaming it. And you're a doofus. But yeah, you know, we got the technique down. We just have to apply it. I guess I should have just kept doing Runaway. I think he would have died there. But I got a little greedy. I thought I could poise loop him. Voice break loop. So we'll actually drink the physic first. So we're not stupid this time. Get the jellyfish down. Then decided to do that so I can get some more poison on there. See? Teamwork. Now we're swapping back to Shackle. Brilliant. Oh, I was too close. I thought I was in the middle. But apparently I wasn't. It might have been the extended hitbox when I went to move my arms. My brain's small. I wanted to hug him. Honestly, I wanted to... what I should do is I should pause for a second to see if... Because he does this at a health threshold. So if you can knock him out like I did a couple tries ago, it's ideal. But we have all these tools to make this easier. Might as well use them. Alright. Patience. Patience, my lovelies. There we go. Oh, I rolled early. Yeah, this is gonna be a solid number of attempts. Maybe I shouldn't have boasted this. This would be easy. But like, you know, we're using we're using some early game gear, guys. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. I'm wondering if I could get another physical resist here or something. I mean, I'm sure I could. Question is, should I go grab it? Or should I just not bother? Just not bother. Didn't work out quite as nicely as I'd hoped. However, we still have a tool. I think we're gonna hit health threshold. Nice. And then we'll shackle him. Keep him from going to the next phase quite yet. Then I think he's gonna go to the next phase. Okay. We'll keep our distance. We'll rot him out. Or, yeah. Nope. Nope. Oh, I wish I rolled into that. I got greedy. I got greedy. Once again, very close. We should play distance game there, but I thought I had a fast enough flame to get him. Didn't quite. Yeah. I guess that's like the fickle thing. That's the that's why people complain about not being able to see posture bars, because it's sort of a very hard to see timer. You know, it's frustrating in moments like those, but a little pampered. Just let our turret do its work. Oh, that popped her bubble. Aggro changed. Let's go protect. Break. Sometimes it catches him in the air. I think we're gonna have to route him now. Oh. Hope we have the distance. See, this is what happens when you keep the distance. We might have to play a close game, just because. Oh no! This is how we risk ourselves into dying. So we'll let him just slow walk. He's lower walking. Don't interrupt him. The lack of poison hurts. We didn't get the poison off this time. But he's obligingly being very slow in walking. So if we just. Okay, the music paused for a second. Okay, but yeah. Just keep moving. It's ticking, it's ticking. Right. Okay, we're gonna have to do the rest ourselves. Oh, he's too fast. Okay, yeah, that little bit of not having poison really did hurt. And we goofed. And honestly, I think the holy resist that we're liking by not wearing the mausoleum surcoat, maybe that just that's maybe just cope. Maybe that just cope. Anyway. We messed up quite a few things that time, so just keep trying. Remember the mantras. Right? It's okay to die. It's okay to mess up. We won't talk about it. And we can always have bird farm. Yeah. Fuck, nothing's perfect. We're going to try to let him take as many poison hits as possible here. It's close enough that we can spam. And stab him. Oh, he jumped back. He's lower walking. No. He killed her. This is not good. But we did cancel the guaranteed move. The first hit we took in the fight so far. We rolled too early. I think like you take more damage in instability frames or something. Because it always feels like you take a lot in those. Or maybe it's just, maybe I'm just not high level enough. We could go get some resistance talismans, but I've been avoiding doing that because I don't think you need those. Honestly, you don't need those. You just need to be less of a scrub. But wait, weren't we supposed to not have to get good? Yeah, well, maybe I'll just have to rot him twice. Maybe that's the answer. Honestly? No, like, for real though? I think that might be the answer. This is round phase 1 and then round phase 2. Okay, that's a little risky. But we're playing risky here. Experimenting. Hey, and it paid off. Kind of. Okay, let's hope. Well, we got caught. Wait, but we have the shield. We have the shield. Oh, he's poisoned. Oh, I goofed. I should have just rolled that, and then I could have gotten him. But I thought I had outspaced him. But he keeps moving. Okay. Let me show you an easy way to do the boss. Spends an hour on the boss. Yeah, fuck me, I guess. Pardon my language. It's what I said earlier, coming back to haunt me, right? That you should not skimp on your prep. I think I skimped on my prep. Like, we could just level up. We could just level up our our summon here a bit, and she lasts a tad longer to get consistent poison, stuff like that. No. Let's try something here. That something is do early knockdowns. We'll save the shackle. Oh, we goofed that. We did it slightly too early. I don't want to be caught in the middle of the animation. Oh, we had him poisoned. I think that tactic is effective. We just need to be a little more careful. Yeah, 5 million years later, right? I swear it's easier than this. Actually, I don't know. I did take a lot of attempts in previous playthroughs, but I think I did less, but I was more fresh on the sets. There we go. Okay. Can we do this move? We shackle him. Too late. Is he poisoned yet? Oh! Oh, that was extremely unfortunate. Placement. RNG. I mean, this is probably a consistent way to know, but like, from a point of view. Okay, I'm gonna go start some tea, cause you know what you need for a boss fight. You need some tea. All right. Golly, this is probably the most fun I've lost in this playthrough. Probably it's been like an hour now. I don't know. The sense of time getting thin. Spawn her a little closer. I think that will. There you go. Gotcha. Turned around. Gorgeous. Oh. How dare you? Oh, that was just unfortunate. I guess the move just has a very high emotion value, because that deleted our jellyfish. Annihilated. Yeah, I guess it's not iframes, it's just or instability frames. It's the inherent power of that attack. Now, if we really wanted to, we could consume some rune arcs. But that sounds like loser talk to me. And sometimes it's stubbornness that we need. I'm gonna be honest, some of the fights in this game are not gonna be easy, no matter how you do it. This is supposed to be easy. Honestly, it would be easy if we leveled up our summons with the dang. Oh, melee range. Please poison. I feel like it's a good spot. Yep, it was. Okay. Oh! I goofed. What a shame. Couldn't get the poison on him. I wonder if it's worth it to poison mist him first. Just to guarantee. Okay. In that case, we're gonna unmemorize a bunch of spells for convenience. Like so. Actually, remember we said about divine fortification? Yeah, that exists. Might be better in this instance because we really, I mean, we sometimes get demolished by the melee hits, but I think this kills us anyway. So. Poisoned. Please don't hit me. Looks like we were lucky. Let's hope edge walk lasts, because we'll need it to. Let's just hope he never enters Stepperoo range. It's inevitable eventually. But look at that. I think I might do it. Throne's messing with my sprinting away. Okay, that worked out though. Okay, patience game, please work out. Okay, it didn't work out. I'm gonna have to go in. Ah! Okay, so that's not one we can roll into. Or maybe I just rolled it poorly. Oh, it was one flame away, one flame. Y'all know the pain. So I think we need to poison him just a little later. So it happens in phase 2. You see it, you hear when I'm landing? Okay. Maybe you should even save the bubble to phase 2. I don't know. None of that. Oh, too early, too early. I almost wonder if I should just be going light roll for light roll. That tends to trivialize bosses. I know it's gonna tinker defenses, but it's not like we're carrying anything apart from our armor, so we can try it out. Light load. Can we maintain light load? We'll change this to something slightly heavier. Lots of fully resist. Battle Mage Robe's honestly pretty good, I think. Okay. Look goofy, but we roll good. Right? Yeah. This might be just what the doctor ordered. we will swap back to using this. Please, don't hit me. Oh. Please do it. We might get it. We might get it. Please keep ticking. Please keep ticking. Yes. Okay. I don't know if light roll made the difference, but we got him. Right. It's as easy as that. Honestly, if you want to do the easy mode, go get Dungita first, for real. But you know, I've been out of practice, so I chalk it up to that. When it was the third time around, doing it with Flame Knife was pretty easy. Oh, you won't talk to us no more? Okay. Well, the thorns refuse us. Golly, yeah, this was not faster. This was not faster than Elden Drinks. I mean, I guess this is a good reason why it's not faster, but still. I did mess up a lot as well, so I'll chalk it up to skill issue. But if you're good at dodging the crisp blood slice and finding opportunities, probably you should be light rolling. I think you can dodge. You can dodge a lot of things light rolling. Anyway, she comes crawling back to me. Ookily dokily. Oh, that reminds me. There's some threads at the Church of Vows in there. Faith items. I think we will be unlocking the Regal Orman Baron because that is oddly enough a faith item, right? So we can use that. It's a funny little meme. Isn't there a chest around here? That's right. Bach, my man. There's something that belongs to you. Yeah. And there you are, you precious little muffin. Let's alter. Okay. I wonder if I have to rest first to give him the tools. Or maybe I need to tell him it's beautiful. We can do that later. Not to blow him off or anything. I guess now that we've unlocked mountaintops, our next big thingamy is going to be getting a +9 dung eater. Receive power from remembrance. Yeah, come here, Regal Orman Baron. Receive equipment of champions. I guess we'll take that. Take that for sure. Grab some of these. Massive magic resist, but not really our threads. Green sling is alright. You know what? Let's grab them all since we're here. La-di-da. I guess I'll buy D stuff. Ooh, that reminds me. Okay, so you see this guy? Yeah, he's your enemy. However, he can't screw up your weapon reinforcement calculation if you don't tell him about killing Godric. See, just don't tell him. Keep it a secret. And then we leave, and we never speak to him again. Do you understand? We don't pick up anything off his body. So yeah, that's something worth knowing, right? With these remaining souls, I think we'll clear out the twin husks. We haven't actually bought their stuff, and we'll talk to Dungeon now. Dungy dear, we'll talk to you twice, and then curse your name. Very cool. Very generous. No thanks. I guess we can buy the claymore. Or not claymore, the Zwei. After all, we can wield it technically. Who else? We can get all the gear from this fella. Maybe buy some darts as well. How many hours has it taken to get this far? A bit more than it should have if I was playing optimally. Oh, this guy sells a cracked pot. I should have visited him earlier. The thorn on shield. Get it there. Bastard sword. Pour the rest into these. There we go. That cleans up our runes as far as we really want to. So we can take the lift, if we so please. We can also go talk to. Let's go talk to the gold mask. We gotta do the riddle before we burn down the capital. In fact, maybe we're supposed to do it before we kill Goddard, Morgoth, in which case that would be bad, because then we would have screwed up. And maybe get our invisible gear. Right, we don't need to go up here. You cannot see us. Actually, just have to go this way. Funny thing. Ah, there we go. They're still here. I saw that in a memento. Before we do that, let's make sure to get various things. We will need Dung Eater or Tish or something of the sort if we're going to, need. I strongly recommend having one such powerful late game summon maxed out if we're going to go to the Haley tree, which is really our, and that means King Niall. Actually, you have to, for Niall, I recommend using Swarm of Flies, which means we have to get a little bit more arcane. I suppose we could just arc up and do it, but, you know, with my current fortune in terms of succeeding in these kinds of things, I think we'd be best off not doing that. So. Okay, I goofed. Why did I use my invis? That's why we raise elevators. We have our tools, we have to use them. We should also probably put on our defensive gear. Can we? Okay, we can go that far. And where am I going? There. No. Okay, this is where we. Okay, he's scripted. Fortunately, he managed to get off. Oh, this is fun. Isn't this fun, folks? Screw this. See if you can actually see me. You cannot see me. What the? Do I have to get out the sphere for this? Where did I put that thing? Do I not have Storm Stomp anymore? There it is. There we go. Barrier of Gold. Guess what we're gonna do? We're going to disappear. That's right. If you don't want to be seen, just say no. And become anti-visible. Just like that. And he didn't rot. Is that even physically possible? Apparently. If we don't move, he won't be able to see us. It actually works. Our tea should be ready. Yeah, sorry to... Oh, hello. I've not... Sorry, I did not... Okay, so the chat is not working properly. It's not doing the overlay. Sorry not to see your message. No, I haven't done Moog yet. I haven't gone down into the sewers yet. That will be part of the Dung Eater stuff. But my equipment for doing the Omen is Black Flame and Blade of Death, which we haven't obtained yet, though it'll be pretty easy, and at least like a +9 Dung Eater. Teach works as well, I think, but I like Dung Eater. He does the trick, at least. So that's how we're going to take care of it. We can't go down there and just steal his talisman, though, if we want. goofed. But we survive anyway. Huzzah. Okay. Gives us nothing though, and it's those scary perfumers who keep buffing each other like they're co-op players. Oh, well, we can get a revenge here. Thanks for wasting a lot of my FP earlier. So yeah, we will be doing Moog maybe tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. I'm pretty new to streaming, so it kind of tires me out. I guess that's kind of a lame thing to say. Also, it's getting a little warm in this room. It's nice that the weather's getting cooler, but it needs to be pretty cool to. Oh gosh. Okay. Okay, there you go. That should get us an escape. See, we have to thank Moog already. Thank you, Moog. He's like the anime villain that, you know, gives the hero everything it needs to defeat him. But yeah. Gosh, what is it? Oh, that's right. I need to test if I can do the display is windowed. That might fix it. Windowed? Alright. Oh gosh. That's not very nice. It actually does not work. Let me borderless window. Let's see if that does the trick. I don't think it is though. Chat box. Yeah, it's not. I'll have to figure this out. This is obnoxious. Maybe if I had like a sound alert play every time. I don't know. Okay. So we want to progress the Dung Eater quest line, and we want to progress the Carrier quest line, so we can get the Dung Eater puppet. Do we need the cold? Let's uninfuse the cold and do something about this weight. Do we need the Albaneric mask for this fight? No, we don't. We can go to something later. Lotus mask, for example. But we want to turn the Uchi to normal physical damage. Standard's offering me. Actually, we could go lightning. Maybe. Sacred flight. No, we should just do standard. And then, what else do we need? Do we need to prep? Oh yeah, let's prep magic resist. Could do bestial vitality. That'll help in the fight. I think. Oh, we could do Black Flame Blade. I haven't bothered trying that before, but Black Flame actually should have some effect on her. Makes Wonders Physic. We'll go for Cerulean so we can take a summon with us. And off we go. We'll probably get to Kyria tonight. And then tomorrow morning we could do the whole Dung Eater upgrade, maybe. Do we want the faith or do we want jump attacks? We will want the jump attacks eventually. We'll ignore everything that moves. Now, oh, we could have got. We should have gotten the book. It says useful for all characters. Flashpot. Decent against bosses that are affected by it. Oh, whatever. We'll get there. We'll get there when we get there. Made it here with that incident. As well, pop magic fort. Just put on through. We just keep going straight here? Yeah. Obviously, if we're an int-based character, there's a bunch of stuff around here that we might want to at least check out, if not grab. Or if not use, I mean. And in the odd use case of like, if you're starting with Wretch, you actually have 3 minutes of sort of Night and Flame on command, so that's something you could grab from this location, I suppose. We should prep the ash as well. Swap this and this for Engval shall do the trick, I think. Or sorry, Oleg. And we'll see if memeing with Black Flame will do anything against Rhoda. Instead of calling a God Slaying Flame, it should be called a Phantom Slaying Flame, because that's what it ends up being. Actually, it kills everything. I take that back. Black Flame kills everything. I believe this troll has a 100% chance of dropping the Troll Knight sword, which, I don't know. If you're interested in that kind of thing. Okay, once we're inside here, we actually have time to prep. that. Getting close. It's absolutely atrocious they won't give me chat overlay. Unforgivable. Ugh. Embarrassing. They just need to not bother with the fancy buffs. Maybe. Maybe Black Flame's slightly less effective when standing in water. That may also not be helping. And I think... I don't know if... we're being helped out much by just magic. Okay, there we go. That worked out. Look, I only want to suck for so long. Come on. But yeah, Black Flame worked out about as well as you could hope for there. It's not extremely convenient, and it could stand to last longer. That's what everybody says already. There's no stuff up here, is there? Yeah. Well, let's go grab Chilling Mist. Definitely. Because Chilling Mist is one of those Ashes of War that, because it's a flat value, it can stack with its own infusion of cold and give you some truly absurd cold buildup, regardless of, upgrade level and all that. Highly recommend, at least as a hard swap. think it's up here. No, I missed it. I can always come back for it. The two big things are getting to Slovis's room, which I think is right here. Because we need that to progress his quest. And Sellen's if you're doing that, I guess. Is there a separate one here? No, there isn't. There's one here. I think you have to read the message that says these are Slovis's puppets, don't touch. Yeah. Just in case you get a dragon, maybe we should board up. I guess we'll grab the Grace at Ronnie's. But we want to go and buy Karen Retaliation as soon as possible. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Actually, if we don't talk to her yet, we can abscond early without being trapped in the tower, and then port back at our convenience. I just realized that. I don't think I've done that before. Brain small. But we do not go to Slovis's Rise quite yet. We just go part of the way and drop down around here somewhere. Right here. Where they give us a nice sound cue. Right in here. I am Pidya. Yeah. And so this the best shield ash for in the game. As well as a ritual pot. And a cookbook for cold arrows. Thank you. Black leather shield. Pure fashion. We don't need it. We'll get it anyway. Like I said, it's fashion. Blue stripe liver. A little late for that. We have something better already. Anyway, straight to Arnie's Rise. Easy as pie. We should have gathered a few more starlight shards along the way, but we haven't really been paying attention to that. We can go grab as many as are needed. I think you need like 5 or 6 for Dung Eater. Slovis is an obnoxious a-hole, I believe, they say. The blue color of int upon you disgusts me, for I am a faith build, and I do not require this and that. Your magic sword. I mean, I'm just being rude for being rude's sake there. I really should cut the stream soon. I'm not providing any interesting commentary at this point. I'm a little too burnt out. Yeah, the boss fight where it kept being really bad took a lot out of me. But at least I want to go start Slovis's quest. I have not forgotten Blythe. A good boy. We'll not find it down there. We'll just go kill Chadon. Not today. We'll do that tomorrow. Once we kill Chadon, we can unlock the Mimic Tier Mask, which will unlock Blood Flies without the need for a Rune Arc. And that will make us golden against the real Loretta, as well as Niel. Oh, I hadn't talked to Saluvis. Always pestering me. Always a thorn in my side. Or maybe it's on my own lack of sleep. And the neighbors being loud. Even though I have closed the windows. Naught can be done. Man, this must end up as a very boring VOD, I swear. I guess I could, you know, semi-drunkenly, I'm not actually drunk, but you know, I'm drowsy, so I did not like the fact that I can hear the college folk through my headphones. That means it's definitely too loud and it's gonna get caught in the recording. Maybe I should just cut the stream. How long have I been running this? I do not know. Been a hot minute. Wait, it's been. You followed me 4 hours ago. Okay. So have I been running this for 4 hours? I don't think so. What time is it? I started like 9. It's been 9, a little bit past 9. It's been 3 hours. Alright. Tell you what, I'm gonna cut this here. And we'll start bright and early tomorrow. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. Sorry for the poor quality of the gameplay and the content suffering therefrom. But look, I'm just here to show you that you don't have to be too good at this game, and that it's eminently possible to push through these bosses. If you do a little bit more prep work than I did, it'll be infinitely easier. And we're gonna have to do that prep work anyway, so you know, it was just the greed to get through Morgott that got us there. Anyway, take care. I'll end the stream here, but everyone have a good night.